the host. So yeah, right now you're the host, so you could actually share. Okay. So hi Tony. So as in
Hi.
Tony is someone who is from Dubai. So you're in Dubai right now, and so
Yes, yes.
someone like who is from the sailing field. So being
Yeah.
someone from the sailing field, like you must be very much interested in taking risk, all these things, right? So first question is like, how do you
Yeah.
relate trading and sailing? How do you relate trading and sailing?
Actually, it is entirely different, but the risk is there.
Okay.
I like both. I'm actually new into trading.
Hmm.
From the last 6 months, I started. No, from the last July, I started learning about these things. But then I was like, I had my captain who was like, he's into trading. He play with big money.
Okay.
But he is the one who introduced us. Like we three were the like
Hmm.
three juniors. So he started teaching us. So actually, he's also following you.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but
How
he
do
plays with like more than one CR.
okay.
So, but that was his approach where like learn. He had not let us trade for 6 months.
Okay. So
Like
hmm.
he was very specific where you have to study. You have to study. He made us actually backtest everything. Actually, he is a option writer. He wait for until unless he gets a good setup, he never buys.
Okay. So
Until unless he
what is
finds that. Oh, so
so
that's why
yeah.
I'm more comfortable into writing, option writing,
Okay.
because I started with that.
Okay.
If you may, I'll show you for everyone what all things he make us to do. Uh, Sharing how it is.
Yeah, you can just share the screen. Like there is a green button at the bottom.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You can see this.
Yeah, yeah. It's perfectly visible.
Okay. Okay. I'll show you one. Okay, stop. Good. So these we used to. He made. We used to backtest all these things
Okay.
on ship. Like these are the Bank Nifty data from 2010 to 2020. All
So
the data.
currently I'm seeing the chart of SJX Nifty. Is that the screen that you're sharing basically?
No, 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 no. I
Okay,
think
the wrong.
your screen sharing is post.
Uh,
I don't know why.
so you're sharing a different screen. That means you're sharing the trading you've done.
You know. Screen. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, now I
Can you
can.
see this?
Yes, yes, yes.
Uh, so what I was saying, he made us to like test everything from
Okay,
2010 to
okay,
2020. So
okay.
all those data compile it, how it is the movement is, how like for Nifty and Bank Nifty.
That's great.
So
So
that's
this is the
how we
filtered
just
data,
get
right?
into.
It's the filtered data on Excel sheet, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So I would require that from you basically.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
For the process.
Actually, if anyone have any doubt, actually we can go to NSE website and we get actually historical
So
data. Just
was it the
I
end of the
will
day data?
share it with you.
Was it the end of the day data that you showed? Like,
Yes,
okay, okay, fine.
this
Yeah,
one.
I have it. Like,
Weekly difference, daily change, high and low. So accordingly, then I started. So this was like where we hadn't had that much internet support at ship. We have limited speed, so we can't like open charts and all. So
okay,
this is only the medium we had. With this, we started backtesting with Opstra. So Opstra it opens actually.
okay.
So that's how I came into all these things. I find it fascinating where you can
Okay.
like make a mark and within that range you can do option selling.
So basically, what
So
makes you do spread? What kind of attracts you towards spreads as compared to directional, complete directional?
no, actually I started with this future. I
Okay,
started with future. The first trade I think I started at January.
okay,
That for the first 10 days I earned around 2.7 lakhs,
hmm.
around that much. And next few days I completely wiped out everything, all the profit.
Got it, got it.
And Then I started. Then we told him, and he started scolding without my permission. Why you entered in this? All these things. Like he was like, basically, he was very supportive.
Got it.
And then we started. Then he also started. Okay, letting us do. Then we started into option selling. He said that don't do option selling. You go out of the money if you want to like experience entry and exit. You start out of the money, go out of the money and buy, sell, and try how it is, how, like, he started teaching how theta works every day, how theta works from Friday to Thursday, how theta affects. So
Got it.
basically he was like teaching us how, the theta, then when there is a difference, like when VIX is up, then how it works, and how Vega effect, and how, like, basically this gamma effect on Thursday. So these things he started teaching us, how it works and like that. Then he introduced us to like option, OI data and all.
Got it. Got it.
So then again I made profit with option writing. Then around this one, like on budget day,
Okay.
I made a huge boo boo, and
So by
I lost, like I made around 50, and I like I lost all the money in that day. Then
got it.
again I thought, no, I don't have to play like, naked नहीं खेलना चाहिए. I
Hmm.
shouldn't write naked. Then I started like, even that time we were like like, testing on spreads,
Hmm.
like especially calendar spread, ratio spread, all
Okay.
those things I was like doing. Then I find it like calendar spread to be like, better, because you have a limited profit,
Hmm.
like 1%. I now what I look is I just need 1% to 2% per week. I'm not like,
Got
so
it.
that's my, like, now I made like, okay, I don't want much more. I need a consistency. I don't
Exactly.
want like, 200 percentage, 300% or 100% in a day. I just need this much. By the end of the day, I make 10,000. Next day, I fail 15,000. Then again, make 25,000. So I don't want that, this, because the first 2 months was the same thing for me.
Got
I
it.
make something and I do
Wipe
it.
out on a
So
single day.
yeah.
Got it.
Then I find it. Then the thing was, I was doing calendar and ratio spread. Actually, calendar ratio spread also.
Got
Both
it.
of the thing I was doing. Sometimes iron condos, like depends on how market works, like iron condos and all. Then the thing was when, so I do setup for weekly basis.
Okay. So
Basically,
you are majorly
I
into
was doing.
weekly contracts, right? You're
Yeah, I
making
was
weekly.
doing weekly. I was doing weekly, but the problem is the weekly is, if the VIX is more than 20, what I observed is, if the VIX is more than 20, I think you will get a setup around, good setup around,
Hmm.
like with a margin. Like let's say you feel like uh, market is going to be within this range.
Okay.
So if, I think what I have noticed is, if the VIX is more than 20, you will have a good premium even at these places. Even at these places you will have a good premium, and you can ride somewhere around here like with more than 2%.
Got it. And you will
But now
continue
the,
doing calendars only. You're majorly doing calendar.
yeah, I was doing calendar and ratio spread. I was doing calendar as well as ratio spread, calendar ratio spread also.
Got it. So right now, do you have any positions for the weekly expiry this week?
No, I have not made. I
Okay.
told you, until unless I feel like I have a proper setup, I never enter into market. Rather than losing, I will hold on to that day and I will make a good, like good setup. If I find a good setup, I will enter. I look for all day. I look for, like, sometimes I do equity as well. So like that.
So right now, are you doing straddles? Like, are you into doing straddles these days? Because markets are very.
I have done straddles, not that good with straddles, but sometimes I do chicken and condor as well. Straddle like combined with chicken and condor,
Got it. Got it.
like that.
Okay.
But basically, mostly I do is calendar spread,
Okay. So usually,
because it is quite predictable. You can, especially on Thursdays, because I started doing on an intraday basis after looking at, like after your personal levels, because I was doing for a weekly.
Okay.
So I never used to do on an intraday basis. I kept it for a weekly and I do adjustment. I put stop losses for the sell part only, and accordingly I adjust the sell this
Got
thing.
it. Got it.
When I started seeing you used to do when the VIX was more than 17, you used to do for Wednesday. Wednesday afternoon you enter, then
Thursday
Thursday,
morning we can exit.
yeah, exit.
The
So I
afternoon.
started watching that. Then I started thinking like, why can't I do that? Why I'm waiting for all these days? Then I started backtesting on all those things. So mostly I have seen is like around Friday, like if you are getting a good setup, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, you get good setup and at least per day you can make 1%. What I have tried.
Got it. So,
But you should have you should know where like you should know where to write, like what range should be, because I'll show you a simple example. Like like right now if you see OI is 16,000. Now at the money is 850, 850, 16,000. So mostly what I do is basically I will talk you about Thursday. What I mostly I make maximum money on Thursday. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So first 1 hour I don't do anything. Like first for 30 minutes till 9:40 to 10 o'clock. Like I try to enter at 9:40 to 10 o'clock.
Got it.
Okay. Then that time I check the OI data.
So
Like
you use Opstra itself. Oh, okay, you're using Sensible also, same like me.
Sensible also, both. I check. This is for continuous because OI
Yeah.
for this it take 5 minutes I think to get updated. So I just check both.
Hmm.
I do. I make strategies on this,
Hmm.
but for continuous operation, either I look into this like continuous monitoring.
Got it.
So what I do is like let's say basically on the Thursday you will be able to know where is the maximum writing. So like I make a note like this, like I write down everything,
Okay. Okay.
everything. So on the initial around 9:40 I start writing. I
Okay.
writing everything for the nearest, like from at the money maximum writing is there. So last time it was around I think 800, it was around 9 million,
So you
9.9
get
million writing was around 800, and 15,600 put writing was around 6 million.
okay.
So I was damn sure whatever happens, it will be the market will be within 800. So I entered around 7 when at the money was 700. I entered at 600 and 800
Okay.
calendar spread with two. I don't enter everything at a time.
Got it. So you kind of actually take out a phased out entry. That means like you kind of enter
Yes.
once, then you maybe towards the second half you take the second entry.
Yeah. After that, if I think that it is going up because I will get a sell, then you will be able to know, right? The once you start to know where the movement is, accordingly, once it go up, and there is a like if you start to see a reversal, so I will sell at that time, and I will feed and buy from the bottom calendar,
Okay.
and once it goes down, then I buy from the bottom and sell from the top. So I try to manage the prices with price action basically. I try that after that, but the main thing what I was doing is I want to know within what point the market sustain. So
Okay.
that day I was sure because 800 was around 9.9 million. So that means there are big players.
Hmm.
So huge writing is there.
Okay.
So even though if you see at Thursday it went to 820,
Okay.
820, 825. Still I didn't, because it has crossed the at the money. Like it was in the money. Still I didn't. Uh, Even I was on a loss of 3,000
Okay.
at that day when it crossed 800, but still I didn't exit the position because I was damn sure, because I was writing down from 9 million it went to 8 like 7.7 million. So that means 30 around 20 to 25 lakhs writing was unwinded.
Hmm.
Still 7.8 million is there. So that means people are there, people will take it down. So if you know how to, I think if you know how to like make out what OI data means and who are there actually, the compared to volume, who is there, then it will be easy for us.
So,
to like where to make the position.
so just a quick question. So how do you manage? So like when it kind of comes to calendars and all, so we know that yeah, calendars kind of yeah, risk reward ratios are kind of usually better than IM condos. Now managing
Yes,
calendars is but a bit more difficult than IM condos
yes,
that we have. So how do you kind of
yes.
define your max loss? Like do you kind of come out at an MTM loss, or do you kind of actually think about bringing in some adjustments? What do you do?
I do adjustments.
You do
I
adjustments.
only do adjustments. Yeah, I do adjustments. I keep a stop loss for the sell at double the price.
Okay. Fine.
Okay, and then I adjust. If it is going up, so
Hmm.
once it hit the stop loss, I will let it go up as per the price action.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
If the price action is not supporting,
Hmm.
even if it crosses the stop loss, I will wait for it to come down.
Got it. So basically, you kind of actually cut out your positions based on a double stop loss.
Double stop loss and double stop loss, and I cut down the let's say I don't put stop loss for all my position for sell. Like if I have a 5 lots for sell, I will put a stop loss of only 3 for 3,
Hmm.
because buy is giving me profit,
Got it.
and once the price is up, then I can average it, the buy. Still the buy is in the money, even if it crosses, buy is in the money,
Hmm.
so it will be giving immense profit than the buy which is on the opposite side.
Got it. So you kind of
Right.
actually do a orthodox. That is what you basically do an orthodox calendar spread. Same strike.
Yes.
Got it. Got it. Fine. I get that point. So that's
Uh,
kind of pretty great. Now, one quick question I have for you is that uh, so right now the VIX values have actually kind of come down. So earlier
yes.
I was kind of actually doing a calendar spread within a range of like plus or minus 300. Uh,
Yes.
right now, like the premiums that we get is much lesser.
Yeah.
The VIX has actually kind of come down, right? So
Yes.
how do you differentiate? Like, what do you feel about it? Like, is there anything that you have felt, you personally felt? But
If it is
slower.
for a calendar, I feel like if the VIX is more than 20, that would be best. If the for the calendar,
Okay.
I feel like
Mm,
then we don't have to pay so much for buy this much. Like now, why I'm doing at the same place,
mm.
because the VIX is less than 16, 16 or 15 or 20. That's why I have to come, like I don't want to jeopardize my position. So even if it goes up, like the because if you see towards Wednesday and all, even well, after 300 points, the premium is very less. It is coming down to 4 rupees or 5 rupees or 10 rupees, which is nothing. So how can an option writer, like if you are like,
Mm.
you can do iron contour, or you can write naked according to like, or do straddle. If those who are not comfortable with straddle, then especially in Nifty, and nowadays the movement is so drastic, it is difficult to, well, always it will try to uh, you know put a
Mm.
stop loss, always hitting, because whenever I do straddle,
Mm.
it hits my stop loss
Okay. But
full
like,
stop.
I personally didn't find much of a difficulty. So how far do you usually keep a stop loss? Like, as in when you do straddles, like,
Straddle on normal days I do around 50 percentage, and for
okay.
uh, like for Thursdays, what I do was like, I feel like when there is a movement, so I somehow calculate, okay, how much this cell can able to like what do you say, like how much this decays when it goes up, so that I am in no profit no loss. I don't want to take too much loss.
Okay. So
So
Thursdays,
because
I go with a 70% stop loss. Why? Because
70 percentage, yeah, somewhere me too, somewhere around 70 percentage.
so
So
usually,
I
even
calculate
if a
accordingly.
stop loss is getting hit, most probably the other one will expire worthless, and you still can take away the rest 30%.
Yes, yes, that's what.
Got it. Got it.
Nowadays, like I feel like I just want to, like, till the look, I am new into this market. I'm not like the pro where
Mm.
when I see the map and I'll be able to say, okay, where now the only OI data I'm able to predict on Thursday, because I was like into this for last 1 year.
Got
So
it.
that's why still I'm like very difficult to predict the, like I'm trying for those things, like how it goes, where like what is the next move. But when it comes to taking an action, even buy, I'm still not comfortable with buy. Still, I'm trying to do with the equities.
Present market conditions are not so favorable for option buying. That is
So favorable for, yes.
okay. Now there could be there could be people who are extremely skilled who can do it really well, but then I personally find
Yes,
it difficult.
yes, yes. So it takes time. What I feel, it takes time. It takes time for everything. This is a learning process.
So you have been
For
doing
the
really well. So that's why, like, see, as far as someone who's kind of getting started in the markets is concerned, you have been kind of actually doing pretty well. So that's the reason I kind of thought about connecting with you.
yeah, this like what I feel is, and one more thing, whenever what I feel about calendar is, for the time being, if you wanna like for every day, so you have to have a range. You can't go more than 200 points per day
Yeah.
for the time being. If the VIX is less than 16,
Mm.
what I feel is you can't go more than even 101, 150 points away from, if you are doing as per my style,
Okay.
like where you are doing there only like if you are taking 15,800 calendar and 15,600 calendar, so basically from at the money you can't go more than 150 points at present condition. You will end up in loss.
Yeah, and
It
you
doesn't matter how much it will move, because the buy will decay so much, you won't be able to control the loss.
got it. And you have actually kind of also studied the last 10 years data, right? And you would have
Yeah,
seen that we have a weekly range of almost plus or minus 400 Nifty.
yes, yes.
And you are very well giving a daily range for plus or minus 200 for the candle.
200, 200 for calendar. What I feel is maximum of like 150 points. Within the 150 points for the time being you have to do, otherwise you will, because I'll show you one thing. Like if you see the graph also on a basic level, let's say 850, if I'm doing for like, let's say 850, let's say like, if I want to be like a safer side, okay, I am taking 300, 300, 600, so 500, let's say 500 sell, and 800, 16,100 sell. Normally everyone have this why can't you take like little bit on a why you are coming nearby.
Mm. Your risk reward ratio varies a lot. So,
Yes, and you won't be in a look. This is the problem.
mm,
Until unless this goes like, it has to move abruptly, and even after that, what happens, by end of the day this will come more down.
down. Yes.
It, once the entry is such where you will be able to see this, but this is not the case. After as the market moves, the buy, let's say it is going up 16,100, 15,500 buy will decay so much, then you, until unless this 16,100 buy should be going so much, but still it will be, these two will be hedging each other, like 16,100 and this will be hedging each other, but how much it will hedge, because your this thing is only 7.8.
Mm,
So these things you have to keep in mind before entering, like where your position should be and how much these things are hedging each other.
got it. So you basically want to conclude by saying plus or minus 200. That means like if you could modify it to 16,000. So can we shift it from 16,100 and just see with 16,000 how the spread would look like?
Yeah,
And
16,000 also I think it will give little bit,
yeah, and
it will give loss.
so that's like a plus or minus 200 point range, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I tried today,
Okay.
16,000 and 15,750. It was completely lost.
So just
Uh,
figure that out once. That's
look,
better,
it
right?
will come like this.
Got it. So yeah, so and someone who wants to look out for something like a 1%, 2% is kind of pretty comfortable because at some
Pretty comfortable.
yeah, but so at any particular point of time if the market actually passes through, you can book in your profits and
Sure, sure. Especially on Thursday,
mm,
at least what I've, this thing is, You will minimum get of 2 to 3%. Because
So I
that much I have to.
yeah, so
I had to at least 2 to 3%.
I usually do it on Wednesdays. So when it kind of comes to iron condors, like I look forward to do an iron condor usually on a Monday evening, a Monday afternoon. Now when it kind of comes to calendars, like I usually think about doing on a Wednesday afternoon and then come out either Thursday afternoon, or I'll, like it's pretty much within the range. Then
But nowadays, are you doing calendar?
I'm not doing much. Why? Because
Because I have seen you are not doing calendar.
I mean,
Because I
straddle
have tested this for the last 3 weeks. I have tested this for the last 3 weeks for Wednesday. The buy position is decaying like crazy.
Hmm.
I've entered in every time, like 10 o'clock, around 11:30. Not even I entered real time as well as on Opstra. I checked matlab, every hourly basis how decay is happening. When can I get a good entry?
Got it.
I tried for the last 3 weeks. It never entered positive. And I even, I think I posted in this also. I was on a loss of around 2000, but then I adjusted and all. It came down to 200. But somehow I have to put so much of effort to cut down my loss actually,
So basically,
rather than
last Thursdays and all, like so last Thursday I had a bull call spread.
yeah, I saw it, and
I had,
you were like successful, I think.
yeah.
But after that, it came.
Yeah, I exited at marginal profit. Then I had so I had a short strangle also. So these days I'm more into doing straddles and strangles because
Mm.
it's giving some pretty decent results. So and so calendar spreads like is also is favorable. So last financial year when we kind of actually checked, so we had some pretty good opportunities to do bull call spreads, bear call spreads. Sorry.
Bear calls, but
Yeah.
yeah,
So right now, but the premiums are too cheap. That's the problem.
yeah. And here there is another thing. There is another with the entry. Entry is very tricky in this. Entry is where like loss starts. So normally what happens with this spread is normally people says like since it is near the money,
Okay.
everyone says to enter the buy first,
Hmm.
then sell first, sell second. But what I observed is that is the wrong way of doing calendar when you are doing it near the money.
Okay. So why do you think so? Like,
First you enter the sell first.
okay.
Otherwise, this is what I am doing
Okay.
because I have made so much loss
Hmm.
by entering the buy first.
Hmm.
Especially once you enter, these two won't be until unless an abrupt movement is there. Like once you enter and the buy is going too much,
Hmm.
then yeah, that is a good entry.
Okay.
But these market, I think around 12:30, after 12:30 only, it is giving a good movement, or 1:30.
Okay.
From 10 o'clock, it is like lagging, it is like it is good doing in a range and then give a breakout or breakdown. So that's what is happening these days. Yeah, sometimes around 11 o'clock it gives a breakout and then come down. If you look at today also, first little bit it gave, then it was on a range. So why I'm entering sell, because once I enter, let's say I am entering in 44 and 44, let's say
Okay.
100 point away. So even if it markets goes up or down,
Hmm.
this sell will like a straddle only. This will hedge for little time.
Okay. So you basically
It
start
will,
off with a strangle, then you kind of,
yes.
and then you come.
Then enter the buy. So
Okay.
that then once you enter also, these buy will little bit decay.
Hmm.
Maybe it is 2 or 3 rupees,
Hmm.
but these 3 rupees actually make difference.
Got it.
And you will be able to know, like after 1 minute or 2 minutes you can enter,
Hmm.
like buy.
Got it.
Then actually, then accordingly, so once you enter the buy, then you already got your this thing margin benefit.
Hmm.
So that is also there.
Get that point.
So yeah, so that's what I think about this. First, you will enter buy, because whenever I entered buy,
Hmm.
because both will start to decay if there is no movement. Buy start to decay, and after that you are entering sell.
Get that.
Then yeah, that is the problem.
So
And once it moves, it will start to hedge like crazy. And it will hedge also at a point, it will give you, sometimes it gives you more than 2% at after entering 5 minutes sometimes, because the buy will go like crazy.
hmm.
So by the time, sometimes I do that also. W- Like, I entered both the cell, and I entered, once it start to move, I enter buy only. I enter buy, and if there is an abrupt movement, well, exit two lot of sell. I will wait it to go up. Then I
Re-enter the
try to re-enter the cell. Then I manage. Then I enter the buy from the downside.
got it. So
So
basically,
this you
you are
can,
someone who is actively managing all your positions. So fine, got it. So as far as I'm personally concerned, like once I do a spread, more or less
you leave it.
this left. Now, like as you must be knowing, I usually must be having like parallel positions that is running. So
Positions also, no?
yeah, so other positions will also be running, so that like not much of an adjustment is going to be done, because there could
Okay.
be, for example, like if I have a non-directional position, a positional trade, something like I probably would be
Mhm.
having some sort of a directional trade also.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, got it.
yeah, so more or less like for example, last week we had a slightly bullish view, but we had
Yeah.
a range also, so both of them were there. So like usually not much of a management these days.
Yeah. Even I do this for the first 10-15 minutes. Then I won't do anything. Then I put the stop loss for the both sell, and I keep it like that. Then
Because
I enter into, like, I check for any equity this thing is because nowadays I am trying to learn equity as well. Like
okay,
more into equities. Like, I just want to
so
learn price
equity,
action
like,
on
are you looking into swings or are you thinking
swings actually, swings.
equity
Yeah.
intraday? I'm not finding it really favorable, this market. The risk reward
Yeah.
again is very difficult.
Yeah, because for me, buy is like it is getting difficult for me. Like, I'm able to predict where it is like, you are getting all these. Even I watched that, I don't remember his name. From that, I got these things and all like 50, you just do all these things.
RSI.
RSI with that all.
Okay, are
Like,
you
I'm
speaking
trying.
about Kaustubh?
Yes.
Kaustubh, yeah. So he is
Yeah.
the full-time.
From that, like, yeah, he is good.
Hmm.
So, like, from that, and even I'm doing a small, like, I'm not into like, 100 shares. Like, if you see 10 shares, like, I'm just learning these things, 10 shares, 5 shares, that's it. Like, this is like, I'm trying to be like learning kind of, like, that's it.
Got it.
Not much.
And so how much more time do you have before you start saving?
2 months more. I think August, yeah, September.
Okay,
Mostly I'll be joining back.
got it. So till then,
Uh,
you are just exploring the markets. That's amazing.
yeah, like, it is good actually. You need learning,
Yeah.
otherwise you will lose. You will lose like anything. Learning, and I think you need to have discipline
And
with your money.
the conviction that you get is because of the analysis that you have done on the data that you have.
Yes, I think so. That has helped me a lot.
That is the thing that is giving you the conviction, because else how do you get the confidence? Because you are someone who is pretty new to the markets, and
Yeah.
maybe almost just 1 year, 1.5 years, but still you're getting the conviction because you know, okay, this is how the markets would have reacted earlier, right?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, somehow able to know, but still, like, as a new, like, I started like full time kind of in 2 months only, like not full time, like, being like doing all these things after February. I just, my marriage was there, and then I didn't entered into market till May 20, May first week. Then
Oh,
May first week I entered again. So
mhm.
for the last 2 months, I'm doing, like, I'm into market right now.
Got it.
But the thing is, I wait for the, like, my setup. Until unless I don't have my setup, it doesn't matter. Rather than losing, it is not necessary to the enter into market every day on a
Mm.
daily basis.
So that's kind of pretty good. So could you just tell like some mistakes that you could have avoided when you got started? You're still starting, I understand, but
Yeah.
but you're doing pretty good when it kind of comes to spreads. Like you are kind of, if I'm not wrong, you're kind of making around at least 1 lakh per month just doing spreads, right?
No. Not much. Yeah, somewhere around 60,
Okay,
around that.
fine. So, but
Because
for
my this thing is very low.
yeah,
My capital is very low.
that is
Six
perfectly
lakhs
fine.
only.
You're just getting.
So I'm trying to earn that much.
Yeah, just getting started. So for a 6 lakh capital, like what you're doing is something pretty good, right? As far as your ROI is
Yes.
concerned, is pretty good. So
Yes.
just could you just mention like some things that you feel you could have avoided, some mistakes that you could have avoided if you look back right now?
Mostly, like when on the starting days, whenever I exit the positions,
Mm.
that was because of panic.
Okay.
I was. It doesn't matter how much time you backtest, how much knowledge you have. When it comes to real money, because before what happens, we just backtest. Because if you in Opstra also, let's say if you do this thing like go to simulator, what is this thing like 5 minutes? Minimum is 5 minutes.
Mm.
In that 5 minutes how much heart attack we get, like if you are on a position. So this was like on that day when I used to backtest and all, when we see the result of 1% or 1.5%, this strategies, because I have done, like I have even I created my own strategies, like from some mistakes. I entered, I made profit. But I didn't. But the thing is, that was like 5 minutes. Then I came to know what stupid that profit was like. I was out of luck. I got that profit. But when right now when I see that this back testing and all, until unless you are not in the market, I don't think, like, doesn't matter how much paper trade you do. But I think it will be best to like start with small, continue for a long.
Mm.
That's what I'm doing with equity right now.
Mm. Mm.
I will do this for 2 or 3 months. It doesn't matter how much successful I rate her. I will do with only 10 shares, 5 shares, 15 shares. I don't want to increase that. Until unless I feel like, yes, I know this thing. Doesn't matter. Market is there. Because he used to tell us, market is there, market kahin nahi jane wala.
So
You can earn money anytime.
yeah, so basically like so like from whatever we had discussed, like the kind of discipline that you have is very well evident in the way you speak and whatever you have conveyed. So maybe something so what do you do to kind of keep up this discipline? Like how do you stay disciplined?
Because I lost so much money I had to. I earned. It is not about losing the money. Was I earned the money and I lost that money. That is the problem. And I was doing again, like till February, I was doing that only. I
Got it.
earn much money. I, like when I go into loss, I put some new strategies.
Mm.
It gives like good profit, and after sometimes it wiped out in 2 days. And that time the problem was, whenever your market moves up, I was like, oh, what happens, what happened, what will happen to that? Because that time when you see the MTM of 10,000 loss, 20,000 loss, I started booking that loss. And after 2 minutes it comes down and I'm on profit. Then I see like, अरे यार मैंने क्या किया, what have I done? I should have kept. So that time I was like, and earlier days also when I was doing futures, I don't know charts. You won't believe. I
Mm.
never looked. I never saw a chart, and I did this thing. I made that much money. What I was do was,
Mm.
I look into this one. No, normally you at that time Opstra was there,
Yeah.
so I go for a future build up.
Mm.
Like go to future build up. Whatever is long build up is there. Then around 9:15 I open up. Then
Mm.
I go for like maximum buy, maximum sell. So you get no like market depth.
Mm.
So you see that if it is double, enter. मतलब no knowledge, nothing.
Mm. Got it.
Just enter 1 rupee, 2 rupees. Like I say, like if it is for ITSE 1250, like for Tata Steel, that time Tata Steel it was around 600 rupees or something.
Mm.
It was trading. So 2870, I think, no, like something like that. So 1 rupee, I play for that 1 rupee only. Like that somehow I made in 1 month. Then with a few, not 1 month, 10 days, I think. But the same time, after 10 days, I was nil. Then again, these things repeated, it was keep on repeating. Then I feel like, no, yaar, where am I? Like, something is going wrong.
Mm.
Like, it is not like I don't know how to make the money, but the thing is going. So I have to be disciplined. Then he also, like, I used to have
Yeah. So could you
still I
mention
talk with
his
him.
name?
Like,
So like he is kind of someone.
that's why even I joined your class for psychological, like, how can I maintain,
Okay. Okay.
like, yeah.
So what is his name basically? Like if you could mention. So he is someone
Captain Ashish Jha.
Captain Ashish Jha. Okay, okay, fine.
Yes.
He's not a part of our community, right?
No, no.
Okay, so we should invite him actually.
Yeah, I will inform him.
So we need.
He's very good. He is very good.
So,
He's one of the best. I don't know, like being a beginner, because he started at last January, no, last March, last year March.
okay,
The how he, like, he's brilliant. One of the brilliant. Like he's, I think, 50s, I think. He started in last 1 year, and how he is making money from marketers, like, I have to tell. And he is the one who taught us also.
that
Then, but the problem is how much you taught us the trade psychology. These things you can't teach anyone.
hmm,
This it has to, like,
that
you
makes.
will get it. That's why I joined you also, like, to get how you manage the position, what is the RR ratio you keep.
So basically, like my system is pretty simple. I diversify my risk across systems.
Yeah.
So I parallelly would be having equity swing positions that is running, non-directional intraday trades. I'll be having positions in crude. So commodities is the one that I mainly look out for directional these days because that is the thing that is
uh,
quite trending.
yeah, even I was also checking in Zerodha, but I don't know how to, like, how much margin it is there, I know.
So they
Then
do
I
be
won't.
around 50K, 60K.
Okay.
And
That
yeah,
is futures, right?
yeah,
Crude future.
you had to trade in futures. Now, since you would
Future.
be having an NRI status, right?
Yes.
So then you can actually trade CFDs also.
Oh, okay.
You could probably use an offshore forex broker. You could actually trade in CFDs also. And you're in Dubai right now. So you
Yes,
can
yes.
setting up an account with Pepperstone, AXI Trades. Many brokers are there. So
Oh, okay, okay.
DIFC regulates all these brokers also. Dubai
Hmm.
International Financial Center. You could think
Oh,
of
okay, okay.
that you have an NRI status, then what's wrong? And price action works much more better in forex. That is also
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that.
so you
Because
can
I was into all these things. Like, now nighttime I was like learning all these things.
yeah, you can definitely try it out because
Yeah.
there like DIFC is there.
Yeah,
Then
DFC. My wife is working at that.
oh, your wife is working in DIFC.
DFC.
Oh, that you never said. So she would be like really helpful for us also.
Yeah, she is the one who actually introduced me to this. Like,
Okay,
she's a CA intern, like,
okay,
she's in her finals.
got it,
She's
got it.
giving finals. So that's
Fine.
how I came, so much enthusiastic
With the
about these
market,
things.
the full families into the markets now.
No, no, she's not that into the market, but
Okay,
she gives support. She supports
okay.
me.
So you can think about that, man. Like because you are in Dubai, and Dubai, like it is actually the center of forex trading nowadays.
Okay, okay.
Because,
I heard actually a lot of people are coming from India also for
yeah,
this
so
forex.
we are also kind of operating forex out of Dubai now
Oh, okay, okay,
because
okay.
over here it is illegal with offshore.
Yeah,
So I have a
yeah.
partner.
Only four pairs or something allowed, no? Right?
Yeah,
USD,
that
INR,
is working with the
exotic.
Indian brokers itself. With the
Yeah,
Indian
okay.
brokers. But this market is closed at 7:30 out here. But real forex is 24/7.
24/7, no? Yeah.
So that's
And
yeah. You can just let me know if you need any further details. Just let me know. Like we can assist you with that.
yeah, sure, sure.
Sure.
Sure, sure.
So that's great, Tony. Like we got a lot because like what I could actually just conclude with this meeting of yours is like what is kind of actually helping you out is like you have spent a lot of time analyzing the markets, understanding the data, how the markets have.
Yes, actually, and you should. What I suggest is you should write it down. Like, what I do is I write it down everything and how it is changing. Rather than you looking, every minute I write down. Like, what is there? Okay, what is changing? Where is unwinding happening? Like, if you want to be a writer, that's what I think. Okay, buying, then you see the price action, and once you saw something like breakdown, you buy it and keep it. Depends on how. But for a writer, I think if you're writing on both sides, like, if you want to know where the market is, because for option writers, you should know where the market is.
Got it.
So until unless you are not don't know the OI data, I think
It's
no,
not
it will help a lot. I think.
definitely it'll
I
help.
think.
Definitely it has to help. Right.
Yes, yes.
That's great. So thank you, man. Thanks a lot. So thank
You're
you
welcome.
for sharing whatever you have kind of guided us with. It was really
Yes, yes,
helpful. Like
yes.
someone who's getting started. So usually what happens is people feel that, okay, I need to get started with this, then only I can move into doing spreads. Or doing spreads is not for someone who's getting started, but anybody could get started by doing spreads if you know
Yeah,
exactly what you're doing.
exactly what is happening.
Yeah.
You should be very thorough with, I think, Greeks,
Now
how it
somebody,
happens.
yeah,
Because a lot of people also, I don't know why they are like, people are messaging me also, this is what I say only one thing, yeah, learn. You need time. Until unless you are not spending, you can't spend market time on market, then you won't be able to make. Even 100 rupees is worth. Like, if you can make 100 rupees a day, then what is wrong? You are getting 100 rupees in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Money is money. So, but it won't get until unless you are not ready to spend time for, like, you have to learn.
got it. So that was pretty helpful, man. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. And thanks for the session.
Same.
Yeah, bye.
So I'll just end this meeting right now.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Good man.
Yes.
Bye.
Thank you.